Morning everyone, as Naida just presented us, we are the group WLG, sponsored by WLG Innovations. Our sponsor couldn't be here, unfortunately, because he had some stuff going around. So the group is composed by Derek Melendez, Francisco de Cholens, and Leonardo Ortiz, and myself, Jose Luis Acevedo, and we're going to be presenting Mappaleo, which is our project. Here's a brief outline of how the presentation is going to flow. And let's get started. So, what is Mappaleo? Essentially, Mappaleo is an application, a mobile application, that leverages micro-location technology to deliver information to the user based on where they are on a venue. And for example, if let's say you're at the Mappaleo Zoo and you walk past the elephant, information about the elephant is going to be delivered to your phone automatically. You will have photos, videos, audios of that specific exhibition. And what makes it different from the alternatives that are already in the market? And the main feature that we have is that the system is proactive. By proactive, I mean that information gets to you without you having to mess with your phone or input something to get the information that you want. And also, we are using iBeacon technology to complement GPSs that are normally used in broad areas. With iBeacons, we can track you in smaller confined spaces. So for the design criteria, we wanted the system to have a dynamic information. And by dynamic, I mean that the system can be adaptable to different venues. So you don't only need to run it here in the Mappaleo Zoo, you can run it in other places. And for that, we created a portal to allow the manager of the venue to add new information, remove old information, update the information that's there in order to keep it relevant to the users and make the experience fresh, because once you go back, the information might be different. And for the mobile application, there's an important thing that we wanted to locate users to help them navigate through the venue. So let's say you want to go to the Lion and you take the mobile application, you select the exhibition that you want to go, and it will trace a route on a map and show you where path to that exhibition. And as I said before, arguably the most important factor of our application is that you don't need to input anything with it. So you walk past the exhibition, the application knows where you are, and the information gets delivered to the phone without you interacting with it.
Okay, so for the implementation, we used for the mobile platform, we use the iOS smartphones. We chose this because it would be easier to integrate with the iBeacons, which is an Apple technology. For the system backend, we use Node.js and MongoDB. We chose MongoDB because in an application like ours, where we don't need too many joins, Mongo performs better than regular relational databases. For the location services, we have the iBeacons and the GPS. iBeacons are an Apple technology that uses Bluetooth Low Energy and sends data package which we can receive and interpret in an application to trigger an event. For the GPS, we use what is known as geofence, which is a GPS area, which once the application enters that area, we can trigger an event as well. For the administrative portal, we use AngularJS and Bootstrap. We chose AngularJS to keep with the same language as the system backend. For the impact of the project, we have created a low maintenance system, since the only thing we need to maintain in the system is the battery of the iBeacon devices, and they can last anywhere from 2 to 5 years depending on the settings. The only real constraint we have in our system is that we need to have an internet connection to provide the information. And since we can use the iBeacons and the geofences, or any combination of the two, to provide the location of the user, the application is flexible enough to adapt to most venues. For future work, you're also planning to use this as an advertisement platform, which is going to be part of the business model plan for this application.
The market that we visualize that our project could be adapted to are the following. For example, a restaurant may choose to use our application to provide information about their daily special, and our gallery may choose to use our application to provide information about their different exhibits, and a storing model may choose to use our application to attract a client through the product discount that they have that day. We achieve all of our goals that are an iOS mobile application that with the help of GPS and beacon we can provide relevant information, videos, sounds, pictures about this exhibition that are near the user, an administrative web page that is in charge of managing the content that is going to be displayed at the mobile application, and a system backend that respond to the different requests made by the mobile or web application if needed.
So right now we implemented the prototype in the MyOS 2, and this is what the prototype looks like for the iOS application. So in the middle we have the welcoming screen. To your left we have the list of the current exhibitions where you can search through them and choose one in order to be guided towards it. And to the right we have a badges area, which is similar to what Foursquare has been doing to engage the user. And the users will collect these badges as soon as they visit each of the exhibitions. And to your left, we have the animal profile where you can find the different information about the extra information about the animals. You can also find pictures and videos. In the middle, we have the map, which will tell users exactly where they are in the venue at all times, and will also trace routes to the exhibitions of their choice. And we have a schedules view, which the venue can use to notify users of upcoming events they will be hosting. This is the administrative portal. This is going to be the main screen where you can find all the exhibitions and alter all the information available to them. Here we can alter the information as shown. We can add YouTube links to the videos so that users can see them in their smartphones, and we can also add photos that will be seen in the smartphone as well. And the last part is the administrative portal, which you can pair up each beacon or geofence so that when the application sends us a request, we know from which exhibition we should serve the application. So the budget analysis was that the total employee cost was around $22,000, and that's for 3 engineers and a project manager. The total equipment cost, we had initially allocated $1.2K, but it ended up being only $960 thanks to a wholesale discount we got on the iBeacons. So the total project cost is around $23K. So in conclusion, we completed the system implementation, all 3 aspects of it, the iOS application, the managing portal, and the backend to sustain all of this. The project was completed well within budget, and as for future work, as mentioned previously, we're planning on developing this summer an advertisement platform so that we can to follow the business model we have for the venues, and we can also have a lot of different features like sharing, attaching it to social networks and sharing pictures and everything, sort of like Facebook does, in order to keep the user engaged in the experience. So thank you, that'll be all. Any questions? Go ahead.
So you mentioned that the iBeacons work easier with iOS devices. Can you use them with Android, or is there an equivalent technology for it?
Yeah, iBeacons can currently be used with Androids. The only reason that we chose iOS over Android is that Android doesn't have native support for it. Since it's an Apple technology, with the new iOS 7, we could just integrate it easily and not rely on third-party applications, which might not work properly. Yes, with our sponsor, we're going to be working on the Android version soon, this summer. Pedro's already mobilized a lot, and the next candidate for the project is the Jardín Botánico de Gagua and la Cueva de Camuy.
What do you possible to integrate Mappaleo with the previous application for the trolleys and maybe for public transportation around the sites?
Well, part of the advertising platform we were mentioning was that to incorporate based on where the user is, we can give them input maybe about restaurants nearby or hotels so that we can foment the local economy, and it could be done that we can add the different trolleys, alerts, and everything into the system. It is possible.
Or either you can put information on the buildings that are near the
Any other questions? Thank you.